Hi everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you my January wrap up. So in the month of January I read 8 books, which might not seem like a big achievement to most people, but also in January I had 2 end of semester exams. I had an assignment to hand in, I had 2 job interviews, I had my birthday. Like, it was a mental month, and so I was really proud with 8 books. So of those 8, 4 were 5 stars, none of them were 4 stars, 1 was 3 stars, 3 were 2 stars, and there were no 1 stars. So I think what I'll do is start from the bottom and work up to my favourite book of the month. So first of all, one book I gave 2 stars to is a controversial choice on here, and that is Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna Maguire. I was not a fan. I did listen to the audiobook, so I don't know whether this hindered me in any way. I don't know whether you could argue that the physical reading experience is better of this book, but I just didn't like it. It was just something about the story wasn't clicking with me, and I couldn't work out what it was. So many people like this series. If for some reason you don't know, this is it the Wayward Children series is based on a group of children who have been away in like what I would describe as Narnia style lands, and they come back and have to come to terms with the fact that they are never going to be able to go back. They have to live a normal life again. So the premise to me was really exciting. I enjoyed the descriptions of, I can't even remember the main character's name. Her descriptions of the death world where they had to be statues, that was cool. I liked that. But yeah, just the general story didn't click with me. I wish it did. So many people enjoy this, but not for me, I'm afraid. The second book I gave 2 stars to was also one I really wanted to rate higher, and that was Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I have wanted to read this forever. I loved the film when I was younger. It still terrifies me, and I really wanted to be scared by the book, but unfortunately it didn't really scare me. There was one scene where I was like, this is really dark for a kid's book, but overall I just didn't get the same vibes as I did from the film, which was upsetting because I really wanted to enjoy it. But never mind. 2 stars. I'm sure everyone knows what Coraline's about, so I'm not going to go into any detail. But if you don't know, watch the film. I do recommend it. Finally, the third book I gave 2 stars to was Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. I only read We Were Liars. I don't know if she has any more books. And I wanted to like this because I did enjoy We Were Liars. And the idea sounded cool. But how it was written really, really irked me, is the word. So it starts at, I can't remember exactly, it starts at chapter 18 and works its way down to chapter 1 before chapter 19. I didn't like it, and that is all I have to say. So finally, my 3-star read was Poison by Sarah Pinborough. I got out of my library and I really did enjoy this book. It just wasn't anything profound enough for me to give it more than 3 stars. It was an adult Snow White retelling. I think my main issue with this is it was branded as like sexy Snow White, and there was probably one scene at the end where I was like, yeah, this is an adult, but that was it. Apart from that, it was basically the same story. So I was leaning on 2 stars, and then there was a big twist at the end that made me give it an extra star to bring it to 3, because that is completely unexpected. But overall, nothing insane. I wanted to read a Sarah Pinborough book because I have one of her thrillers on my shelves. So I wanted to give her a go and wasn't disappointed, but I'm glad I got it at the library and didn't buy it myself. So all of the other books are 5 stars. The first of those being Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. This I've been reading with some lovely people. We're rereading all of the Harry Potter books throughout the year. I have to give Harry Potter 5 stars. Even though I went in it with the bias, I was like, this is an amazing book, obviously. I was being quite critical. There's a couple of quotes that I nabbed out of it and tabbed here. So this is only my second reread of Harry Potter. Like I've only read these ones before, and I did really enjoy them. I am obviously in love with the story, but rereading the actual book just brought back so many good memories. And we've just reread Chamber of Secrets, so that will be in my February wrap up. And I just had the worst sense of deja vu. I'm sure that's in another video somewhere. But yeah, so absolutely loved it. You can't not. I mean, my edition is gorgeous. This is the 20th anniversary Ravenclaw edition. Very happy with that. Next I have Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuма. I mean, I still look every time I say it. I'm never going to get her name right. This was my Christmas present from Lauren, from She Is Such a Lauren, which I'm ever so grateful for, and I mentioned it in my last video, so she knows I'm still grateful. But this is a very difficult book. This is about a brother and sister who fall in love. And it was amazing. I mean, I go into more detail in it in my Deathly Hallows book tag, so I'll link that at the top for you. Because I have only talked about this like a couple of days ago. It was amazing. I definitely recommend, if you feel like reading about brother and sister falling in love, just bear that in mind, but it's a good book. My next 5-star read is Heretics Anonymous by Katie Henry. I really enjoyed this book. There was nothing in this that I was like, that is absolutely amazing, but I still gave it 5 stars because I just thoroughly enjoyed my experience reading it. It was a lot of fun. I listened to it on audiobook and I'd find myself walking around laughing in public. It was just a good time and I really, really enjoyed it. This is about a boy who goes to a Catholic school, but he is definitely atheist, and how he copes with not having the religious belief of everyone else around him, really. So he joins a group called the Heretics Anonymous, who disagree with some of the things being taught in the school, basically. And I read this because I'd seen it on Emma Books' channel and thought, yeah, go on, let's give it a go. It was an audiobook and it's going to shape up to be one of my favourite books of the year, I think. It was very, very enjoyable. And finally, you knew this was, if you know me and what I've read, you knew this was coming as my favourite book of January, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I did not want to read this. I didn't want to be one of you people that read this book and you're like, no, I didn't want to read it, but it's amazing. But I saw it on Scribd and I read it and it's amazing. It's, I don't know how you could have already avoided what this book is about. But this one, as well as Harry Potter and Forbidden, actually, are all in my Deathly Hallows book tag, so you'll definitely have a chance to watch that. But this is about an old movie star, Evelyn Hugo, who asks somebody to write an autobiography for her, and we find all about her 7 husbands. And it was just magical. So I finished it mid-January maybe, and I've already got my copy from America here. Actually, I've still got the packing thing here. I ordered it on my birthday. I ordered it on the 28th. And God, it's like, what, the 9th of February now? And I already have this, which I'm very happy about, and I will reread this endlessly. I absolutely loved it. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you have read any of these books and want to tell me your opinion on them, please do in the comments. It'd be really great to talk to you. If there are any books you think I should get reading because, you know, you've seen something in here I like and I need to read that book, then please do let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and talk to me. I need to talk to you. And yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next